Hey chili heads, welcome back to Red or Green. Today we're going to make one of my favorite dishes. We're going to make some memelas. And memelas is really more of a Mexican dish rather than a New Mexican dish. Memelas are a cross between a tostada and a taco. It's this boat that is cooked up and you put all these delicious ingredients in it. Whatever you have on end. Today we're going to actually put some refried beans in there along with some cojita cheese and this delicious tomatillo salsa that we made earlier. We have that on that video on the channel, so don't forget to check that out. I really think you'll like this recipe, and I do hope you'll try it. We actually got this request from one of our subscribers. And if there are any other dishes you'd like to see on the channel, don't forget to leave it in the comments below, and we'll do our best to get it on the channel in the future. Also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hit post notifications. That way, whenever we release a new video, you get notified right away. We are so grateful to you, our supporters, for watching and continuing to support us. All right, I think we have everything we need here, so let's get to it. Let's start by preparing our refried beans. In a cast iron pan, add 1 teaspoon of bacon grease, along with about a 1/4 cup of finely diced onion. Next, we're going to add 2 cups of cooked pinto beans, and we'll mash these with the potato masher until they're very smooth. I am also going to add a Serrano pepper to give it a little bit of heat. Now we'll set our beans aside while we prepare our memelas. In a medium-sized bowl, you're going to add 1½ cups of white corn flour. You can also use yellow corn flour, but I prefer to use white corn flour for this recipe. Next, add 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and just go ahead and mix this up a little bit with a whisk or your hand. Now we're going to add about 1½ cups of warm water until the masa kind of comes together and takes shape. You'll know the masa is ready when it doesn't stick to your hands. Now we're going to go ahead and knead the masa for about 10 minutes. And then we're going to cover it and let it set for about 15 minutes. Once the masa has set, we're going to shape the masa to form some even balls. What I like to do is roll it out into one log, and then we'll cut the log into even portions. This way our tortillas are all the same size. We're going to roll each of those portions into balls and just go ahead and set those aside while we prepare our tortilla press. If you're using a tortilla press, you want to use some parchment paper so that the tortilla doesn't actually stick to the press when you flatten it out. Now, one at a time, we're going to put the tortilla between the press and flatten it out so that it's about 3 to 3½ inches in diameter. We want them to be about 1/4 inch thick. I have preheated my comal on medium to medium high. You don't want it too high, but you do want it hot enough that it's going to actually cook the tortilla. I'm adding 3 tortillas at once here, and I'm going to cook them on each side for about 1 to 2 minutes. I'm not cooking the tortilla completely because I still have to mold them into the memelas. I'm going to take it off the comal and I'm going to form these edges around the tortilla by pinching from the middle out. You're basically going to create this little boat that'll hold all your ingredients inside. I'm also going to pinch some ridges in the middle. This will hold all your ingredients inside the tortilla. Now we're going to put the memelas back onto the comal and finish cooking them. After about 3 to 4 minutes, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of Aciento. This is our rendered pork fat, and it's delicious. Next, we're going to top it with our refried beans and add some queso fresco on top. These have been cooking for about 5 minutes, and they look delicious, and they're ready to go. I'm going to add some tomatillo salsa on top with some lettuce, tomato, a little bit of sour cream, and you're ready to eat these delicious memelas. Enjoy!